Memphis, Tennessee, a city synonymous to soul, jazz, and the home of the blues. Memphis is a major transportation artery of the United States and has a rich history with deeply embedded roots originating from the people that have migrated through this amazing town.
Happy Tuesday, Johnny.
Happy freaking Tuesday, buddy.
Which is why we use this as the perfect setting to regroup and restart the commitment to our convictions, to remember who we are and where we come from, and that the struggles and adversities that we've overcome are the true testament to who we really are. Have faith and trust that this too shall pass, knowing that with every good decision we make, we are building positive and lasting momentum. Welcome to my courtyard in Memphis, Tennessee. Come, let me show you around. It's always important to wear your mask when you're going inside these hotels. Come on in. Welcome to my courtyard by Marriott in Memphis, Tennessee. This property was acquired back in 2015. It's a 100-key select service property that falls within the Marriott family. Now on that topic, I want to actually go over some of the brands, the flags within the brands, and how overall hotel ownership actually happens. Most people don't know that the actual real estate and the bricks and mortars are usually owned by people like me, institutions, as well as private equity. Alright guys, now that you've got your capital ready, you've made up your decision to pull that trigger, now here are some of your options when it comes to hotel brands. You've got Marriott, you've got Hilton, you've got IHG, you've got Hyatt, you've got Best Western, and you've got Wyndham. Those are the 6 major categories and brands that are out there. Now, within those brands, there are several different flags, and I'm sure you've been to some of them. Courtyards, Fairfields, Deltas, JWs, Ritz-Carltons, Waldorf Astoria, Hilton Garden Inn, the list goes on and on and on. So the most important thing that I wanted to bring up to you today, and the focal point of this discussion, is the fact that brands are necessary. Brands are necessary in certain cases, but most of the time banks, when you get in your financing, they are definitely looking for an actual brand, a flag, because it adds an intrinsic value to that actual asset. It's a proven track record, it's a tested business that's been in operations, and it actually has brand awareness and a loyalty following. So those are some of the things that are beneficial to actually having a franchise, but you also have to pay your fees. There are royalties fees, there are franchise fees, there are sales and marketing fees, revenue management fees. So with all these fees adding up, it actually draws down from your top line gross revenue in terms of an actual expense category that reflect your NOI. But with that being said, I don't want to bore you too much on the details as of right now, and I'm going to hand it off to my associate, Augustus Moy.
Absolutely. And as a hotel owner, you'll have several options. You'll own the real estate, and you'll have different partnerships with different brands such as Marriott or Four Seasons, Barry Sternlicht or Bill Gates. And in the major food groups of hotels, you'll have Budget, for instance, where it's a safe place to stay at night if you're on a budget, but you don't have to worry about losing your luggage and a place to park your car. Building on top of that, another option would be your limited service hotels, which is kind of like your budget hotels, but it'll add options like continental breakfast and possibly a meeting area or a fitness center. And the next level up would be a select service, which will have everything that the previous one had, but instead of just a continental breakfast, you might have bistro, a cafe, you might have meeting spaces and a business center. And on top of that, you'll have the full service hotels, which typically are the larger properties, encompasses quite a few things. You'll expect the pool, the 5-star accommodations, and a full dining area. It's typically the top of the food chain in terms of hotels, and that's where you'll find the Four Seasons, the St. Regis, and all those luxury hotels that you see in the news.
Join us on our next episode as we travel to our property in Columbus, Ohio. Road trip secret number 1. When you have to use the restroom, always make sure to pull off the interstate at a hotel property. They're the cleanest bathrooms. Don't go to the gas stations. Don't go to any one of those public facilities. Always make sure to choose a limited service hotel property off the interstate.
Plastic bottles,